Hey, thanks for checking out the video. I am pumped for this one. We get to check out this sweet looking Olight Arkfeld in Pinwheel Gunmetal Gray. Check out that finish. That is a really slick styling in my opinion. This video is gonna be a little bit backwards. I'm gonna actually put the unboxing of this at the end of the video, just so you can see me react to this, see it for the first time and drool all over the place. But yeah, mostly I just wanted to do a rundown of this light, how it works, the different modes and functions. And before getting too far into the video, I just wanted to say in full transparency that Olight did send me this light for review. I'm super excited to have it on my humble little channel and check it out. I'm very impressed with this styling. I mean, Olight makes really good looking flashlights in my opinion, and they knocked this one out of the park. It's no exception. I think it's gonna be my new favorite in my collection from a visual standpoint for sure. I don't know how they did this, but they really nailed it in my opinion. So yeah, Olight, thank you very much for the opportunity to review this light. And it was not a requirement that the review be positive, so I'm gonna be trying my best to give you my honest impressions of this light, my honest opinions. And there actually are a couple things that I think could make this even better for future iterations, should they do an Arkfeld 2 in the future or change it in some way. So yeah, I'll go through those, but first I wanted to run through the various modes of this light and the functions and features. So yeah, I'll show you here and then we'll also take it outside for some beam shots. But yeah, the cool thing about this light is, there's a lot of cool things about the light, but you have a little toggle wheel here that allows you to switch between a green laser and the light. So yeah, you've got three main modes on the light here. Let's see, that is in, there we go. So you've got the low 15 lumen setting right here. Pressing and holding for about a second and releasing brings you to the next mode. This is a medium mode of 60 lumens. Pressing and holding for about a second and releasing brings you into the third mode, the third of the three main modes, I'd call them. This is 300 lumens, pretty awesome. And then by double clicking the button, you get into a 1000 lumen turbo mode. So yeah, very impressive from this size of light, in my opinion, 1000 lumens. And you can reach that, we're back in high mode here, I'll go back down to low. You can access that turbo mode when the light is off or when the light is already on by double clicking. Either way, it'll get you into turbo. One of my favorite modes on flashlights is actually a moonlight mode. And in this case, it's a single lumen. And you can access that by pressing the center button and holding for 1 second. And you can barely tell, but yeah, that is a nice single lumen moonlight mode. Very handy. One of the lesser known functions that's available on this light is actually a timer function. And to access that, what you'll do is make sure the light is on to begin with. And then you're gonna double click the center button, but on the second click, you're gonna hold it in. So yeah, double click, hold, and you'll see it blink there one time. That one blink lets you know that it's in a 3-minute timer. So if this light were to sit for 3 minutes, when that 3 minutes is up, the light will turn off. And then you also have a 9-minute timer option. So once again, with the light on, same procedure, you're just gonna double click and hold on the second. And this time we're gonna see 2 blinks. And then when we release, it will be in the 9-minute timer. So double click, blink, double click, blink, blink, release. So now that timer is set for 9 minutes. All right, we're outside with the Arkfeld to get a little bit of an idea what the light looks like practically at a little bit of distance. This is that low 15 lumen mode here. And you can start to see the retaining wall in my backyard. A press and release gets us into the medium 60 lumen mode. One more press and release gets us into the 300 lumen high setting. So yeah, I really can see to the far corner of my yard there. Say it's about 70 feet away there in the far corner behind the planter boxes. And this is a really nice even light. I'd say it spills out to about 180 degrees from the bezel. It really does light up even the peripherals quite well. I'll try to show that a little bit by holding it like this. Obviously the brightest spot is in the center, but you do get really nice spill with this light. And then the main attraction. I shouldn't say the main attraction, but yeah, double clicking brings us into that 1000 lumen turbo setting. That is quite impressive. for the size of light that this actually is, it's an amazing amount of output. Very sweet. And yeah, just for fun, let's check out the laser. So you can switch to the laser when the light's on or off, either way. And yeah, it's obviously hard to tell, but yeah, hitting that planter box is back there, no problem. Up into the tree. Very interesting. So yeah, I've heard a lot of people talk about maybe you're on a job site or you're giving a presentation, maybe you're a student, you can use this little laser pointer, or to entertain pets. My dog could care less about this. Tracy, check it out. What is this? Look, what is that? Oh yeah. So as you can see from those beam shots outside, you get a nice even light coming from the Olight Arkfeld. I think that's perfect for everyday use, and that's just what this light was designed to do. It's designed to be an everyday carry light, something you can take with you whenever you want to. Slides into a pocket. This pocket clip is nice and sturdy, and it sits up nice and high so it'll ride deep in the pocket. And yeah, the slim profile, the hype is real when it comes to that. I haven't owned this light for very long, but I have taken it into work with me a few days, and it really does disappear. There's not a lot of bulk. Hardly notice it until you need it. In my case, I don't need a light at work because I have a pretty standard office job, but yeah, for anyone who would want to carry a light, this is a good option as far as how it feels, or doesn't feel in your pocket, I should say. So yeah, with that said, I just want to go over some details of the upcoming sale Olight's going to be running. It's going to be going from 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time on February 7th to 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on February 9th. And this light that normally retails for $89.99 is going to be on sale for $71.99. And I can tell you, if you're considering getting an Olight, the time to do that is during the sales. You don't typically want to jump on when there's not a sale running. You get much better deals during the sales. There's also bundles. I'll put some details in the description below about the sale. And I also have affiliate links. Full disclosure, I would get a little bit of a kickback should you use those links and purchase a light or a product from Olight. I would greatly appreciate it, and I would just use the proceeds to, you know, get more lights for review and for comparison, batteries, testing, and so forth. But in any case, I'm also going to leave a 10% discount code. It's PME10, as in Papa Mike Echo 10. Yeah, and you also, during the sale, if you make any purchase at all, Olight will automatically add this light, this keychain light, the i3E EOS, to your cart. This is a great little AAA flashlight, and yeah, it's very slim. It's a great keychain light, or if you want to attach to a zipper on a bag or something, nice thing to have around. So yeah, it is going to be in black. So yeah, those are some details of the sale coming up. And in closing, I just wanted to give a couple of ideas of ways Olight could improve on this light even more. Olight, and from what I can tell, they really do listen to fans, and they modify their lights and products in future releases based on the feedback they get. So yeah, I just wanted to give them a couple of ideas on this light, a couple of improvements I think that would be appreciated by the community. And these are very minor, nitpicky type of details. One of them is going to be to add a little bit of traction right up here on the top of the sides of the light. Just a little bit of texture, maybe some serrations or some cuts, just to aid in gripping the light, because this finish especially is very smooth. And if your hands were wet or greasy, it's just a little harder to get this light out of the pocket. The clip is really sturdy. So yeah, I think if Olight were to do that, I'd appreciate it at least. It's not a deal breaker, it's not a big deal, but I think that is just one improvement that could be made on this light. Another thing I would love to see is the fact that, or a way that the user could service the battery themselves. This is pretty contained and sealed up. It's got an internal battery, but As far as I can tell, it's not serviceable by the user. So I think just for longevity's sake, if that were possible, that would be really cool. I'm not an engineer, and the fact that they fit everything that they did into this profile is very impressive to me. So it may not be possible from an engineering standpoint, but if it were, that's an improvement I would love to see. And then the third and final, and this is the most minute, nitpicky thing I can think of, is maybe making a version of this where instead of the laser, you've got maybe like a red light, or somehow, I don't know if it'd be possible to get like a more, it might not be possible in this profile, but maybe like a different beam pattern. So maybe you have like a more floody beam on one side, and you toggle over to maybe a slightly more throwy beam on the other. That's just an idea. I'm just kind of spitballing, but all in all, I love what they've done here. Very interesting light, very unique looking in all respects. And yeah, I think they knocked it out of the park here in this finish. So with that, I'll cut to the footage of me unboxing this thing for the first time and being struck with this pattern for the first time. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day and God bless. Very excited to take a look at this light. It's the Arkfeld from Olight in cool white here. Take a quick look at the box before I open it. So yeah, 2-year warranty, very nice. With specifications. And this coloration is called Pinwheel Gunmetal Gray. Pretty interesting pattern on there. Really curious to see how this will look in person. Yeah, pretty stoked. So yeah, more specifications and information. Looks like for use camping, maybe medical or weather emergency, tools, and around the house. So yeah, let me open this up. I'm just gonna open right from the top. If you collect Olights and you like to preserve the packaging, I saw someone in the comments of a different video mention that you can get at them from the bottom if you want to preserve the box. I usually don't save the boxes myself, so I'm just gonna go right to the top here. Yeah, pull tab, and oh, I was expecting to see the light. I'm excited to see the light. Got the manual here. I'll read this when I charge the light for the first time. Give you the magnetic charging cable. This one looks different than what I'm used to. Interesting. In the past, these have been kind of a, oh, you know what? Yeah, I think in the past, these have been aluminum, these covers here, and this one seems to be plastic. But yeah, same amperage I'm used to seeing. Magnetic charging cable, very cool. And okay, here we go. Here's the light. Woo. Nice. Good weight to it. Wow. Wow. That looks really good. Man. It's kind of got some maybe matte or flat, and then some gloss. Well, really, it's hard to describe because the shine goes all the way across. So in a way, I guess it's like all gloss, but you've got some, I don't feel a texture difference. That is really interesting. Yeah, they must have like, I don't know how they did this. But yeah, that's a really cool texture pattern. Like if you run your finger across, you actually don't feel any bumps or texture difference. It all feels like glossy smooth. Interesting. Wow. First impression is this looks fantastic. I don't know how this was gonna look in person, but man. All right, sweet. Pocket clip. Seems to be nice and stiff. So yeah, I will get more in depth here. I'm gonna get this charged up first of all, come back, take a look at the features and get a little rundown.